The highly anticipated showdown involving Lopez has officially concluded, and the boxing world is buzzing with reaction.
Oh, let's hear from Shakur. Let Shakur come to your level. Hello, hit the 1-2 on track. You ready? The 1-2. The 1-2. 1-2. I know. You better than him. Start shifting him. You gotta hit him, bro. Let's go. You're gonna hate yourself tomorrow. Take it round, yo. Take it round. His feet too slow. You know he's looking for one shot. He's doing that shit. One shot. Where you going for that? Keep that jab on him. Keep that jab on him. His feet too slow. His feet too slow. There you go. Jab, jab, jab. He added his names with the Grace, with the Roberto Duran, with the Pernell Whitakers, and so many other fighters that come down from the lower weight divisions. Bud Crawford of the world. He just etched his name in all-time greatness, Shakur Stevenson.
No! Ring Magazine WBO Super Lightweight Champion of the World, Shakur Stevenson.
One-sided ass whip. Hey, y'all go ahead and hug it out, bro. Y'all go ahead. Oh, y'all go ahead and hug it out. Oh, good jab. This is BTA. Y'all hug it out. Hey, Shakur Stevenson is the best fighter in the world.
That right there was shocking. Eye-opening.
The best fighter in the world. Look. Shakur came at his ass. Best fighter in the world. I'm standing on business. Best fighter in the world.
I'm stealing it. I'm stealing it for a tweet.
Y'all can't move me from that. Y'all can't move me from that, bro. And let's say that. Terence, Shakur, Andre Ward, Roy Jones, the Avengers, they all just invested in Shakur and making him the future. That guy. You were now looking at one small black boy. Mama ain't raised no fool.
That was incredible, dude.
Anywhere on God's green earth, I triple my worth, mother.
That was incredible.
That damn camp. Saquon Moses, Keyshawn Davis. What's up, baby? That was a masterclass. What's up, boy? Love you, boy.
Have the same score, 119 to 109. The winner by unanimous decision. And no! Ring Magazine WBO Super Lightweight Champion of the World, Shakur Stevenson.
2 wins kind of big. And kind of big, we could get it banging, boy. We could get it banging, boy. I want that same rehydration clause that you put on Eubank Jr. and I want to fight. I'm a dog. My skills is too much.
You can't punch.
Okay.
You can't keep me off you.
Okay.
I'll rough you up.
We're going to see.
I'll put you down.
Sign the contract. Sign the contract. Let's make it happen.
Hey, Turkey, let's get this fight done.
That's it, man. That's it. That's it. You can sit here and be like, oh, Ron is throwing the pom-poms for T.O. Oh, he's doing all this stuff. Oh, yeah. No, I've called all this. I said Devin was going to beat Brian. I said Crawford was going to beat Canelo. I said, listen, Shakur gonna press Teofimo Lopez, and he gonna try to break him mentally. Y'all call me. You can say whatever you want. You can rewind. You can rewind the track. Ooh, rewind that. I called it to the T. You can call me glazing, biased, all that stuff, whatever you want. All I know is I told you. I called it. I said it. Shakur's gonna win. He gonna press it. And I give Teo props, man. Just because you lose to Shakur don't mean nothing, dude. In hindsight, this is gonna age well. This is just gonna age well. And Teo beat Lomachenko. He beat Josh Taylor, right? He beat those two guys. He's arguably probably gonna be in the Hall of Fame. This is no disrespect to Teofimo Lopez at all. But at the end of the day, you cannot fool my eyes. If Shakur was getting cooked, he's getting cooked. I said Teo was beating him. He had a couple rounds. He was having success to the body. I called it before a lot of people probably thought. And then he did it again. Then he won the round. Then he did it again. He won the round again going to the body. So Teo made adjustments. He has a great right hook. Crawford's trolling over there.
But it's not even, oh my goodness. I mean,
They didn't even touch it. Where's the Vaseline? Oh my God.
yeah, it's not good.
That's this kid is being failed tonight when you see something like that though. That's not right.
No, I agree. But let me ask you this. Let me throw a difficult question at you, right?
Yeah.
At one point, he's a grown man. It's tough. It's a father. I get it. But at one point, as a man, does he have to make a choice? Other people have done it. We've seen other fighters. Roy Jones, one of the great fighters, did it when he left his father, when he felt he had to. We've seen fighters do it. When they felt they had to leave their father, they did. And, at what point does it become his responsibility to take control over that part of his life and make a decision and say, hey, Dad, I still love you, but I got to get somebody else here to train me.
Well, he did do that with Joey Gamache, and maybe they didn't gel and get along, the father and Gamache. But Gamache was let go, I believe, after the Lomachenko fight. I think to answer your question, but obviously it's that point now, if not too late.
I think it's past that point.
Yeah.
But I mean, like at some point, you can't just blame the father. You got to say, well, the son allowed it to continue.
Action to the fight, man.
Teo, you not nigga. Easy work, man. February 21st, come watch me massacre Oscar Dante, man. Y'all gonna have to see us winning forever. Forever.
What's it up to Master Shakur tonight? Just overall everything.
I told y'all, 9-3, man. But Teo lucky. How many rounds you gave him? Did they give him a round? Fucking bum. Let's see out of here.
Johnny, what do you think of the fight? Amazing fight. Teofimo is my guy, but I've always been a fan of Shakur, and I think that Shakur put on a clinic tonight. Least amount of risk. Been able to put his skill set into fruition all night. The jab was leading. You can tell the difference in skill set, and that was the difference to me that made the fight. It wasn't about grit, it wasn't about heart, it was about sheer talent. And Shakur displayed that tonight. So, what you think of this fight? What's your reaction of it?
Man, let me tell you, Shakur moved so well. He won every round, and he was just a step ahead with quickness and just with, just the plan himself. Great plan coming in, and he did well. Congratulations to him.
He won all the rounds? Is that what you're saying? He won all 12 rounds?
Well, maybe he lost one, but he won the majority of rounds.
At what time did you realize that this was just going to be Shakur taking over the whole fight?
After the fourth round.
After the fourth round?
Yeah.
Teofimo, it seems like he couldn't just get it going. Like, he just tried differently going up and down. The counters were getting him.
Yeah.
What could he done differently tonight?
I don't know, you know, it's difficult to box against a great mover like that. And, you know, he tried. He definitely tried. His dad was emotional. You know, he wanted him to do better, but, you know, this is boxing.
And if you look at Shakur as the type of fighter who go to welterweight and challenge like Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, those fighters go to and beat them.
Yeah, he has that possibility. He can do that. You know, I don't know about moving up weights and different things because I'm a heavyweight, but he does it well.
Connor, what was that about right there? What was Shakur saying to you in there?
If he wants it, he can get it next.
Right.
Ultimately, I ain't scared or worried about him.
What did you think? What did you think of his performance?
Yeah, no, it was a great performance. He performed really well. But ultimately, I ain't worried about it.
All right, appreciate your time. Thank you.
I got my son. I love you. That's what it's all about.
Ahead of Saturday night, Oscar de la Hoya shared his insight on Shakur Stevenson's tricky fighting style. He explained that Stevenson's success comes from elite distance control and a sharp, authoritative jab that shuts down opponents before they can build offense. Fighters are constantly forced backward and made to reset, a frustration that compounds as the rounds wear on. However, de la Hoya stopped short of counting Teofimo Lopez out, suggesting that if anyone has the timing, aggression, and skill set to disrupt Stevenson's rhythm, Lopez could be the exception.
Teo's a hell of a fighter. I love Teo, but I love Shakur. His style is almost impossible to break. But if there's a fighter who can break it, it's Teo. But it's going to be a hell of a fight because I love Shakur because he doesn't run. He's right there in front of you. So it's up to Teo to do something, but I think it's going to be a great fight. Great fight for boxing.
Mikey Garcia offered a measured take, saying the biggest unknown is which version of Teofimo Lopez shows up on fight night. He pointed out that Lopez's career has swung between brilliance and inconsistency. The Teofimo, who dismantled Lomachenko and outworked Josh Taylor, looked like a true elite fighter. But the uneven performances since then raised real questions against someone as disciplined as Shakur Stevenson. Garcia also mentioned that Lopez's natural size and strength at super lightweight could play a meaningful role in the matchup.
Great matchup, tough fight. I want to see what Teofimo shows up because sometimes it's Teofimo, sometimes it's Teofimo, the great fighter who beat Lomachenko, who beat Taylor. That's a tough Teofimo. But then we've also seen him, you know, in off nights.
Right.
And so that's kind of the only doubt, the only question that I have. You know, which Teofimo's going to show up.
What do you think he has to do to kind of deal with a guy like Shakur Stevenson? How would you approach a fighter like Shakur Stevenson if you were Teofimo Lopez with the attributes?
I would think Teofimo, being that technically he's a bigger fighter, bigger size. He's been at the weight class a little more and then just maybe built into it more. I would think he would have to use that, you know, size as an advantage. But it's hard to say because, I mean, Shakur Stevenson is good at what he does.
Regis Prograis delivered one of the harshest breakdowns of Teofimo Lopez's chances, and his concerns had little to do with talent. While he acknowledged Lopez's elite athleticism, Prograis suggested the real danger lies between the ears. Against a calculated technician like Shakur Stevenson, lapses in focus can be fatal. He noted that Lopez often rises to the occasion in marquee fights, but even in victories over lower-tier opponents, he has shown moments of hesitation and uncertainty that could be costly at this level.
Yeah, I think he wins it comfortably. I think, you know, Shakur, I think the thing is about Teo is very good athletically, but he's weak-minded. You know, you can see in some fights he struggles. Teo does struggle. You know, now he does come up for big fights. Lomachenko, he came up. Josh Taylor, he came up. But a lot of fights, man, he struggles. And, you know, he does struggle on a whole lot of fights and stuff. Like, I think he looked good. Yeah, he looked good against Barboza. But like I said, for the most part, Teo does struggle. And I think he struggles mentally with a lot of things. But I think with Shakur, I think Shakur's going to break him. I think maybe the first two or three rounds, it might be a close fight. You know, it might be close. It might be 2-1 or something like that. But then after that, I feel like you know, Shakur is probably gonna start stepping up, and Teo's gonna try to hit him, and it's not gonna work. And then Shakur might start. The thing about Shakur is a very good a real good counterpuncher, really sharp, real sharp with the counterpunch. He sneaks those punches in, you know, and that's the ones that hurt the most when he just sneaking them in when you're not supposed to hit him. So I definitely feel like, yeah, I feel like Shakur is gonna beat him comfortably. Now, not knockout, but comfortable 12 rounds for sure.
Abel Sanchez viewed the matchup through a different lens, arguing that it's not a battle of skill sets, but of intent. He warned the fight could drift into a cautious chess match if neither man takes control. Still, Sanchez believes Teofimo Lopez's ego and hunger for the spotlight won't allow him to sit back. In his view, calculated pressure from Lopez is the key, because once he forces Shakur Stevenson to engage, the fight stops being a clinic and starts becoming a war.
Shakur's a great talent, and Teofimo looked great in his last fight. Of course, he didn't have Shakur in front of him, but I think that for Shakur, he has to keep the fight at his distance. If he does that, I think it's a win for him. Teofimo, he's more, he wants to draw you in, he wants to counter punch. He's gonna have to be a different guy this time. He's gonna have to attack. He's gonna have to be leading the fight, or else it's gonna be a boring fight. I don't think it'll be a boring fight, but if he sits back and waits for Shakur's gonna wait for him, it's not gonna be exciting. But I think Teofimo will attack. I think Teofimo has to attack. I think Teofimo has to do what Zepeda did, except for Teofimo's a lot more talented than Zepeda was. So I think that, I honestly, I see a draw. I don't know why I see a draw, but I just see them both having great rounds and giving us the kind of fight that I think the public is looking for.
Paulie Malignaggi broke the fight down with a blend of emotion and sharp insight. While he leaned slightly towards Shakur Stevenson, he warned that writing off Teofimo Lopez would be a mistake. According to Malignaggi, Lopez is at his most dangerous when he's doubted and far less effective when he's expected to cruise. That psychological edge, he said, is what makes this matchup razor-thin. Malignaggi praised Stevenson's elite skill set, but stressed that Lopez is the kind of fighter who turns fights upside down by creating chaos.
You want to give Shakur the edge, I do, but Teo is not something to play with, because when he's got his back to the wall, he becomes the most difficult guy to deal with, you know? And he's got his best performances when people count him out. And then when people feel like he's going to win easily, he's got his worst performances. So this is one of those times where Teo could make it really, really interesting. Shakur, for me, is a possible pound for pound #1 at one time. But if there's a guy who could be a threat to him, it is Teo, because Teo has that little bit of difference-making ability.
Is it a 60-40 fight? Is it still close?
I mean, it's probably 60-40, maybe even higher, but that's a live 30 and 40 by Teofimo, because again, the way he shows up is very, very difficult and tricky.
But it's very rare for fighters to fight in their prime nowadays. They're both, 28 years old. They're fighting in their prime. Yeah. You got to give a lot of respect to both of them, right?
Yeah, you do. And that's the problem. You don't see a lot of fights happening in the guys' primes. They milk the money and stuff like that. That's why I give these two guys credit.
Teddy Atlas went deep on the matchup during his podcast, outlining several key elements that he believed would shape the result on Saturday night. According to Atlas, the fight truly began the moment Teofimo Lopez walked into Madison Square Garden, with his mindset playing a decisive role. The longtime trainer noted that Lopez's career has often swung between brilliance and struggle, largely depending on where he was mentally before the opening bell. Atlas also highlighted the long-standing presence of Lopez's father in his corner, explaining that no matter how outsiders view their relationship, that bond has been a consistent force behind Lopez's rise to the top of the sport.